because it's not us.
I don't need to show you guys. I'm refusing service to you guys today. I've asked you guys to please leave the store. I don't need you guys to get violent or anything like that.
Violent?
You guys are
let's go.
Because the moment that lady said, I don't need you getting violent, that's when violence would have ensued. My emotions would have came over.
Hey beautiful people, how you all doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome to my channel. How have you all been? Hope you guys are doing great. So today's video is a video of an H&M manager that called out all, will I say, racially profiled two black teenagers that went to H&M to shop. So what happened? I think these two girls, they were just shopping and the security in the shop went to meet them and asked them to leave. That the manager said that these girls have been here before and they stole. But this girl went on to confront this manager, like, you know what, you said, why should we leave the store again? And you could clearly hear from the way the manager is talking that the manager didn't want the confrontation and she did not expect that confrontation. And she went to talk about, oh, we don't need to service you, just leave. Okay, no, I didn't say that, you guys steal. But at the same time, she went on to say that, oh yes, you've been here multiple times, we've seen you here a lot of times, like, girl, which is it? But anyway, after this whole confrontation, this video has gone viral and this has strike a lot of outrage on H&M, and H&M decided to release a statement that this incident happened 2024, but they have sorted out this case and this manager has been fired. But anyway guys, let's go check out this video that has caused this conversation and this discussion, and then we'll come back and talk more.
Can we talk to him?
You guys are more welcome to, but we just sit right here. They were talking, man.
We're gonna go ahead and just refuse service. There's no reason. That's what we're gonna go ahead and do today. I will go ahead and I'll take that. If you guys could go ahead and please leave the store, we'd really appreciate it.
Wait, so why do you have to leave the store?
Because we're just refusing service. We don't have to have a reason.
I think you should have a reason for kicking us out of the store. We're just shopping here. What is your reason?
To be quite completely honest with you, I don't have to have a reason. I'm just letting you guys know.
So are you going to kick everyone else out of the store too?
This is funny.
If we have the right to refuse service to anybody, so I'm having the right to refuse service to you guys. I don't have to have a reason. So that is my reason. So I'm just asking you guys to please leave the store today.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's really happening.
So you've seen us steal before? Is that what you're saying?
Nobody said that at all.
That's what he said. That we're repeat shoplifters here.
We've seen you in here before. I didn't say
I
that.
have not been here in
I haven't been here in, I
don't even know the last time.
To be honest with you guys, we've seen you in here plenty of times before.
Us too.
Yeah, we've seen people.
Do you have
here.
like a picture? Because it's not us.
I don't need to show you guys. I'm refusing service to you guys today. I've asked you guys to please leave the store. I don't need you guys to get violent or anything like that.
Violent?
You guys are
Let's go. Let's go.
If you guys, hold on. If you guys want, I'll talk to you guys outside.
How are we getting violent?
Violent. It's crazy. I can't believe this is actually happening.
Those two girls that got kicked out of H&M for no good reason, because that's what the manager said. No reason. Their parents raised them well. Because the moment that lady said, I don't need you getting violent, that's when violence would have ensued. My emotions would have came over. Now, what they should have done when they walked out was knock down all those raggedy clothes that H&M sells. And that would have been fine. But you know what? They were raised well. And I like how they handled it. But also, those girls never stole before. And you know how I know? I worked in retail for 10 years. If they stole before, the lead security would have came out, apprehended them, and showed them recordings and pictures of them stealing. But guess what? They didn't have that because they never stole. So why in 2025 would you feel comfortable enough to throw some girls out of your store that were never a threat, a harm, anything like that? That's crazy. And then I bet she didn't think she was going to go viral, dummy. But I can't wait till they get their lawsuit money. It's about to be real up for them. Whole life is about to be set. Not going to hold you.
And to that ex-employee at H&M who discriminated against them two little black girls, listen, I got 4 letters for you. F-A-F-O, and that's exactly what you did. And listen, I'm glad those girls got an attorney, because had that would have happened to me, listen, they would have had to change H&M to M&M, and it would have stand for me and mine, because everything in that store would have belonged to me. And then had the nerve to tell them that she don't want them to get violent. Listen. You don't want to get it violent? See, that's giving me every reason to knock every single thing in this store over. Listen, I'm glad they handled it with much grace and much class, as they should, okay? Because I hope they get their coins. But listen, what's confusing to me is H&M released a statement and said that it happened in last year of 2024. Listen, I don't care when it happened, okay? It popped up on my FYP today, okay? And I'm glad that it popped up on my FYP because we really need to start putting these stores at the forefront, okay? When they be showing who they really are. And all y'all employees. And H&M, do we need to put y'all on the same list as Target? Because, you know, ain't nothing to it but to do it, okay? Ain't nothing to it.
What's up with you ignorant actually profiling hoes in stores? Because why did I just repost a video of an H&M worker kicking out 2 black girls after accusing them of being in there before and stealing? Mind you, they both said they had not been there in a long period of time. They both asked for pictures, both asked for evidence. Like, and the whole time, girls like, oh, I'm just refusing service. I'm just refusing service. I'm just refusing service. Not giving no explanation on why for real. Has a whole ass police officer standing there and then tries to tells the police officer, I don't want them trying to get violent. Mind you, these girls ain't even violent, ain't raising their voices like that for real. They're just genuinely confused. As they should be. The girl talking, she got a whole essential hoodie on, and she has her braids done. What makes you think that she about to go up in H&M, baby, and steal? Having 2 pieces of merchandise in their hands. And then when old girl's like, you accused us of being in here before and stealing before, she's like, no, I didn't say that. That's quite literally what she said. She was like, we've seen you in here multiple times before. Da, 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 da. Sound like H&M want to be just like Target. Because, baby, I promise we'll stop shopping there. I don't shop there now. But I'll get the word out. What the fuck are we talking about? Because hell no. You can't even go into a store. But then y'all get to come up on here crying, talking about, oh, come back, because you ain't got the black dollar no more. Y'all are dumb as.
And this message is for the nasty fat white manager that work at H&M that it's at one of them 2 girls out in the store. Bitch, you know damn well you ain't never seen them hoes before. And that ugly ass security guard that was at the front. How the y'all telling these girls they can't come in the store? Please show me. They was being polite as like that is so. I do not be liking sometimes. Like, please, why? Baby, I'm shopping just like everybody else. If it was me, I literally would have took it to the extreme just like them. Because who, when, where, what, why? Like, what are we talking about? Talking about some cause I can. Just if I feel like it. Like, baby, that's discrimination. And with these NULA, DEI, DIE, D whatever, diddly doody dumb. Like, this shit is stupid. And then when she asked, have you seen us steal before? You talking about, that's not what I said. So why can't I be here? Exactly. No answer. And then for you to keep sitting here and proceeding to say that I don't have to give you an answer, baby. Yes, you do. Like, what do you mean? I'm not going to be able to, what if I came here for here and this is all I'm coming here for? Baby, I would have sued that store because who are y'all playing with?
The 2 beautiful ladies, Nia and Noella, they got kicked out of H&M, sticking up for themselves, was everything I needed. Everything I needed. I'm quite proud of these young ladies for sticking up for themselves and saying, can we ask why? Because you need a reason. You need a reason. Respect for one another, for spending coins at your establishment. You need a reason. Don't just be kicking folks out. You need a reason. Because the reason that we assume it's not working in your favor, love. It's not working in your favor. Be courteous and give a reason. You didn't have a valid one. Just say that. Just say, I didn't have a valid one. And you could tell that she was not ready for them to come over there and say nothing to her because she didn't even have her speech ready for them when they arrived. That tells a lot. That tells a lot. You were not ready for them to come over and say, you're kicking us out? Like, what happened? What's wrong? What's going on? And I don't actually have to give you a reason. That said a lot. You weren't ready for them to stick up for themselves. And that lets us know they was raised correctly. Because they could have just left and been like, this happened. They went over to you and said, can you please explain why? Please look me in the face. Eye to contact. What happened? What's going on? Let's talk about it. Yeah, she wasn't ready for them to walk over there. And they did. Standing on business. And the best way to clear somebody is to say, my attorney said don't leave a comment. I'm here for this energy, absolutely. I do hope that this means that a lawsuit is in the works, on the way, already filed, or something. Because they need one. Go ahead. If it's not, go ahead and get to that. Now, H&M did bust out and leave a statement saying that they did address this issue when it happened, because it's actually happened back in February of 2024 in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And they're stating that they did go ahead and address it at the time, and that per their policy, the employee no longer worked for them, and that they're deeply sorry for the behavior that, took place that day. That was a great little apology. Unfortunately, the damage has already been done, because if she thought she could do that in your establishment,
that means that she's been doing it before. Yes, yes. So I do believe that means you've been added to the list of places that we no longer will be spending our coins. And I absolutely do hope that you beautiful young ladies have your lawsuit going, because we're not playing games with y'all no more. It's definitely the year of find somebody else to play with. Find somebody else to play with, okay? It's absolutely the year of it. File every lawsuit, every single one of them. If you can file multiple, okay? It's absolutely the year. Stop playing with people.
We're gonna go ahead and just refuse service. There's no reason. That's what we're gonna go ahead and do today. I will go ahead and I'll take that. If you guys could go ahead and please leave the store, we'd really appreciate it.
Wait, so why do you have to leave the store?
Because we're just refusing service. We don't have to have a reason.
If you don't listen to anything else that I tell you in life, listen clearly when I say this. Never think that you matter more to a company than their bottom line. This manager was under the impression that she had a certain level of authority, and she decided to abuse that authority by putting 2 black teenagers out of a store and refusing them service before also antagonizing them and saying, I need you guys to leave before you get violent.
You in here plenty of times before.
Us too.
Yeah, I've seen people.
Do you have like a picture? Because it's not us.
I don't need to show you guys. I'm refusing service to you guys today. I've asked you guys to please leave the store. I don't need you guys to get violent or anything like that.
Violent?
You guys are
Let's go.
From what I'm hearing, Becky has already been canceled. She's already been terminated. But she made the mistake that I've seen a lot of people make, especially in corporate. And that mistake is cutting up on the job and thinking that that corporate company is going to back you. Granted, there are a lot of shenanigans that take place in the corporate setting. But don't ever get comfortable to the point of thinking you could do something so egregious that they will step in for you instead of worrying about their bottom line. H&M literally only has 30 minutes.
Do you know you have 30 minutes? Are you kidding me? 30, yes.
We're talking about a company that was getting backlash already for that monkey incident that a lot of people did not forget. And we're also talking about a store whose quality has torpedoed and gone downhill. On their last leg, honey. They need all the sales they can get, and here you have this so-called manager deciding that she's going to put people out based upon unfounded biases for no reasons, because according to her, she has the right to refuse service to whoever, whenever, because she feels like it. I don't know this lady from a can of paint or the unemployment line, but I can tell you this, she might have been a stellar employee beforehand, but with that little outburst that she had, that little abuse of power, those little 15 seconds, that costed her her job. And H&M, they're going to be more concerned with their bottom line than her. Does her termination rectify this transgression? Partially, but that big old check that I'm sure they're going to cut, that's going to make it 10 times better. This is definitely not the scandal that H&M needed because they're trying to gain their footing again. Their efforts would be better spent focusing on quality and snipping some of those loose threads. But those are my thoughts. What are yours?
Please go down in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this video down in the comment section, okay? But please, as always, keep it respectful. You're on this channel. We're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a very respectful way. So go ahead, feel free and share your thoughts, okay? So, yeah. I know some of you guys noticed your girl finally had a full relaxer on her hair. I couldn't handle the natural hair no more. So, yeah, here's my thought on the H&M situation. This is something that has repeatedly happened over and over again, and I don't know why most of the stores and stores managers are not learning where the racially profiled black women, or especially black women, black men too sometimes, and usually sometimes, most times it backfire and shows out of social media and they get fired and all that. For me is that if you're racist or you feel some type of way about someone just because of their skin color, not even knowing them or knowing any wrongdoings, for me, you just need to go do the inner work yourself. Like, go ask yourself, why do somebody bother you just because of their skin color, not because of anything that they've done? And if at all they even think that, oh, these girls were the girls that stole before, why don't you just verify if they were actually the girls that stole? Because I think I know something that, the one thing I think for sure, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, most of these non-black people usually think that we black people, we all look alike. And some of us black people usually think that all Asian people look alike. So if you know, okay, you are suspecting anything like that, thinking that, okay, probably these were the girls that came, like, why don't you just verify it? But for me, from the way she was talking, I don't think that she had any distinct like evidence or anything like physically against these girls, like to know that, okay, oh, these girls did set this kind of thing here before, so no, or maybe these girls were blacklisted before. For me, this is it's so uncalled for 2025. Something like this is happening. Let's even say it happens 2024. Like why are we even still having this type of conversation at this time? For me, I understand, like, even when I go shopping, sometimes I'm actually, especially when I'm not in Nigeria, actually, I'm very, very careful because I don't want anybody to, once you give me side eye or like I'm out of that store, like, don't even give me attitude. But I really like the way the young girls, they do approach the issue, where they were very calm, they're very collected. Like, they were so well spoken and well, because me, I'll give attitude. I know if it was me, that lady's talking to me like that, like, I know it would have been like a whole thing. 'Cause I don't think I have that amount of self-control those young girls have. But yeah, like, Asian Hem better do better. And most times when all these managers do these things, sometimes they usually feel like they can get away with it. And most times you just end up losing your job over because you cannot stand somebody's skin color. That's dumb, 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 dumb shit. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think about the story down in the comment section. Has this ever happened to you before? And what did you do? And what do you think could be the reason why, if I thought there's any reason, which I don't think there's any reason why these girls were being profiled or asked to leave the store. But also, I also hope that these girls to also get money out of this, like sue H&M and make some money out of it. You see, that's what American is good for that. Somewhere like Nigeria, that can never happen. But yeah, I do pray that they're able to get something out of it. And yeah, because when you fuck around, you find out. So go on and share your thought down in the comment section. Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go on and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push up my content for more people to see, and that'll be supporting this channel and this girl here. So go on and do that. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.